Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something just a little different this time around. Yes, we're going to have a little look at some of the older school Castlevania games. Now, we are not going to play Rondo of Blood. As good a game as that was when it first came out, it doesn't really stand up very well anymore. It's rather frustrating. It's got that sort of classic Castlevania feeling about it, but I actually much prefer the style and the feeling of what are called the Metroidvania games. I absolutely adore the Metroid games, the classic ones and the new ones, apart from Other M, which we don't talk about. And combining that with Castlevania is, for me, fantastic. So, let's get into it, shall we? And let's have a look at Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Oh, look at it! Look at it! All those wonderful old school PS1 graphics. You've got to love it. Options button. Alright. Game start. Oh, you know, I didn't actually... My first experience of this game actually wasn't with the PS version. It was with the version on the Game Boy Advance. So much later, really. We're going to be Elias, as we always are in these things. If I can get it right, that is. Now, there are some interesting elements to this game. Journey back to 1792 and the Transylvanian countryside of Romania. That doesn't make any sense at all. At all. But okay, why not? Go for it. I don't think the Game Boy Advance version had this opening sequence in it. And this being a Konami opening sequence, I imagine this is going to be rather anime inspired, I would guess anyway. This is from a time when Konami actually made video games, you know, when they were actually a video game company. Ah, for those days, eh? For those days when this was cutting edge. Dracula's big polygonal castle that shouldn't really work architecturally speaking. But that's actually, I mean, I know I'm being facetious, but that's actually part of the mythology of this game, believe it or not. One of the things I've always loved about the Castlevania games is the way that Dracula's castle isn't really a castle. Oh, yeah! Oh, God, look at it! Old school! Apart from that three-dimensional clock tower in the background. But as I was saying, one of the things I love about Dracula's Castle in the Castlevania games is that it's very, very unusual. It's sort of a, ooh, secret button. No, we're not going to grab that, and I will tell you for why in a little while. It's sort of like a dimension-warping bastion of evil. Dracula's Castle. Which I really, really like. I like that concept very much. Now, we're not picking up anything as we go and face Dracula. This is really clever, by the way. This is a recreation of the final stages of Rondo of Blood and Castlevania X, I think it was called. Super Castlevania X on the Super Nintendo. Oh, there he is, lounging on his throne.
Die now and leave this world.
Oh
You'll
my
never
God.
belong here.
Believe it or not, they've updated the voice acting for this. The original version is god-awful.
Forth with praise and tribute.
Yes.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls.
Apparently these
Their
people are from
freedom.
Romania.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
I like
All
the
I'm here
original
for is
voice
you.
acting and
To
the
hell
awful
with your
lines.
heresy. You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
You all know them.
Mankind,
You've seen them in memes and
a
things.
cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them, and die for their sins.
Fair enough. Yes, it actually is, believe it or not, marginally better than it was. That awful voice acting there. Marginally better than it used to be. Now, I know it looks like we're doing this the hard way. There's a reason for that. This fight is actually really, really clever because it determines other things about the game later on, like the stats that you have as the fabulously named Alucard. Very original there, Dracula. Hi, hi! I don't think I'm going to be able to do it without being hit, but I may be able to do it without using any hearts or anything like that, which will give us a distinct advantage later in the game. Aha! But yeah, this is very old school Castlevania, very old school indeed. It's just like the final boss fights. Oh nope, don't want that. I want nothing. I need nothing but this to your face, Dracula. Oh, that was stupid. I got hit. Damn. Oh well. That attack is actually very difficult to avoid. He's very tall, isn't he, Dracula? I like his hair. To be honest, I've wanted to play one of these since the Netflix show of Castlevania came out, which is probably one of the most successful video game adaptations in existence. It's just loads of fun. It's sort of like 1980s edgelordy anime. Totally over the top, totally ridiculous. Lots of fun. Right? You know, for some locus of ultimate evil, he's not very inventive with the way he's trying to kill me, is he? I'm sure he could be doing a lot more than this. Daddy Drac. Oh, I walked right into that one. Or jumped right into that. That was stupid. Ah! Hi-ya! And I'm sure in the original Rondo of Blood he was much more inventive. Aha! One more hit and he's gonna transform. Hi-ya! There we go. That's a nice effect. You certainly didn't get that in the original. Look at that! Isn't that lovely? Hi! Hi! Are you going to breathe fire at me? Yes. Ouch! Oh, fuck. I may not be able to do this without taking too much damage. Ouch! What the fuck was that? I've never seen him do that before.
I'll lend you my strength.
Yeah, go away. They really are trying to show off this being on the PS1, aren't they? Hiya! What the hell is going on here? It's something that certainly distinguishes the Castlevania Dracula from any other version. He's not just a vampire. He's sort of like some sort of locus of metaphysical evil. As you'll see when we get into his castle later on. Ah!
Not this time.
Yes, by the way, again, to reiterate, the voice acting has been updated for this version. It was worse than that.
Count Dracula had risen with the aid of the Dark Priest shaft to menace humanity.
It's too easy.
The legendary vampire hunter, Richter Belmont, stood against him and at last brought him down. However, 4 years later, on a glaring full moon night, Richter mysteriously vanished. Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew not where to begin. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from the mist, as if to show her the way.
Isn't that always the way?
Powerful forces struggled for the soul of a man named Alucard. He who had once fought alongside Trevor Belmont against his own immortal father, Count Dracula himself.
Way back in Castlevania
The
3.
world of his own cursed bloodline, Alucard had submerged his vampiric powers and fallen.
I think you mean sublimated?
Eternal slumber. But now he awakens to the cackles of evil and
The cackles of
cries
evil.
innocent. The
No
eternal
less.
battle of good and evil.
You know
has
what?
come full circle
Ignore
once more.
all of this bollocks.
Dracula's
It
castle
means
beckons
nothing to the wider game.
and no man
The
can
game
save
is...
or emerge.
You'll see. It's like Metroid. It's very like Super Metroid, which is a perfect framework for a Castlevania game. I actually prefer these games to the original sort of side-scrolling platformer style Castlevanias. And it's all sort of like cartoonishly hyper-gothic, which I also really, really like, I've got to say. Belting along there. It's Bishy Bishy Alucard. Inventively named by his mother and father. Now, there are spells you can do with Alucard. Hiya! Yes, at the moment, we're quite high-powered. At the moment, we're alright. Hiya! Ha! That's going to end very quickly and very soon. Now, do not mistake this for being like a normal Castlevania game. It's not. It's more like, it's, as I've said, it's very like Metroid, but it's also very like an RPG. It has sort of action RPG elements, so you can level up, for example. There you go. You can find, if you slaughter enough of the normal enemies, you can find really unusual items. Really unusual items that help you later on in the game. There are also lots of different spells. We're not going to be grinding zombies here, don't worry, that would be dull. It's structured less like a traditional Castlevania game and more like an RPG as well. You'll see what I mean. Like, for example, there are all these secret areas, like up there. Can't get up there yet, but we will be able to. Pot roast in the wall. Classic, classic stuff. Something we always love from the Castlevania games. Just the strangeness of them. Like, hearts are not health for whatever reason. They've never been health. Hearts are actually your mini items. It doesn't make any sense. It never has made any sense, but that's just the way it is. Ah! Yes, water, not good for Alucard. He's a vampire. So, yeah, don't want to touch any water. Curiouser and curiouser. Can't get through there yet. Yeah. Let's go and explore. Yeah. Now, there are all sorts of weird secrets in this game. Lots of stuff you can do to make it easier on yourself to sort of, min-max Alucard. We're not going to be doing any of that. Well, not a lot of it anyway. We'll do some of the more fun stuff. For example, there is a way of getting past this without losing all of your items.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Ever the insolent boy. But there will be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I shall see you very soon.
I've no doubt. Wonderful. So, Death has just stolen all of our items, and it's just something you've got to put up with from the Castlevania games. Death is Dracula's servant. Has been ever since the first game. Don't know why. Don't know why that makes sense. It doesn't. He just is. I love the structure of these games. There is a little secret over here. Yay! Got it. There is a way here of making some of the earlier bosses appear early on. I don't know how to do it. You can make, I think it's Slugra and Gaibon appear down there quite early, which are two demon bosses. No idea. No idea how to do it. So I'm not going to do it. Ah. I could do with something beyond this girly punch, though. It's not very good, is it? Ha ha! Hello! That must hurt, punching a skeleton like that. That must really hurt. Oh, yes, we'll have that. I'm going to go around hitting them with a pot roast. No, I'm not going to do that. Ha ha! I have a sword. Not fantastic, but it'll do in a pinch. Now the game's just taunting me. I do love the structure of these games, I've got to say. Oh, he's slightly different coloured. Oh, hello. Red rust. What does that do? Is that better? No, it's not. So, we won't bother with that. Oh, yes, this is a save thingy. I don't know quite what it is, but it allows us to save. Just polygons. Don't know why. Don't know why. They're just there. So there we are, we've saved the game. Yay! Let's go and have a look at what's going on upstairs. It's The Cube of Zoe. I can't quite remember what this does. Relics, Cube of Zoe, it's on. Causes items to materialize. Oh, that's bound to be good, isn't it? Oh, right, yes. So now we'll get items from the candles, which we wouldn't before. That's right. I don't know why it says CD up there, and why there seems to even be a picture of a CD. The Alchemy Lab. Brr. This is where things get a little bit more interesting. We're sort of into the game proper now. And it's where you start to see the difference between this and the other Castlevania games. I don't know, but I seem to recall that this was the first of the Metroidvania-style games. Hup. Hup. The Hide Cuirass, I'm sure that's going to be of enormous help. Head? No, we don't want to wear it there. Ah, that's a little better, I suppose. Interestingly, the character model for Alucard does change depending on what armor you're wearing. That's quite fun. Right? What I like about these games is it really was sort of like incoming from Oh, right, okay. It was sort of incoming from the 16-bit... Oh, there's another one here. From the 16-bit era. I suppose we'd better, hadn't we? Just in case we do die, and that would be embarrassing. More polygons. That contrast wildly with the otherwise two-dimensional graphics. They are! Ow. I like the noise they make. Oh, it's an axe bastard. Ah! Hit him in the crotch and he explodes. Now, one of the things you can do in this game, if you're really inclined, is you can farm certain enemies and they will drop useful items. Sometimes they'll drop phenomenally rare items. Oh, hello. What have we got here? The leather shield. Yeah, why not? I don't know. Oh. Oh, no, head. No. Why not? I suppose it will afford us just a little protection. I like the way he hops around, that's amusing. Ah! Ow. Must remember this is not a Mario game, we cannot leap on the enemies' heads. Hiya! Oh, I see. So, presumably, we wait for, him to walk on the, yeah, that's right. Oh! Stay there! Oh, I see, right, okay. So, we've got to get him to walk over it, then kill him on it. Oh, tits. Are you going to walk all the way over? Are you going to... No, you're not, are you? Not until we go up here. Okay, fine. All the way over. That's it. Now we can come down, and we can kill you there! And that's going to be no good to us, because we can't now reach it. Shit. Oh, well. Damn it. Maybe later. And we most certainly are not going to be doing any of the farming, by the way. What was that? Oh, we've got a sub-weapon. Hiya! Totally impractical, this castle. Totally impractical. I thought so. I remember this. From when I used to play it a long time ago. When I was still at university. And had the time to play these things. Quite frankly, the only reason I've got time today is because I'm feeling like shit. And I can't really concentrate on anything else. I mean, it's actually really impressive considering that this was on a handheld system. Like the Game Boy Advance. Very, very impressive. Not so impressive for the PS1, maybe. But, interesting. Interesting still. Hiya! Resist Thunder Potion. Alright, that's very specific. Oh, you're weird. These things are pains in the backside. They will poison you. And poison is a status that we do not want. So it must die. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Ow! Okay, so if we push this back here, and then we do this, it provides a little shortcut. Oh, need to be very careful with these guys. Ouch. Oh, I can't reach him from here. Isn't that grand? But he can reach us. Damn. Yeah. I hope I can remember the way through this game. Getting lost would be bad. Cloth cape. Yeah, okay, why not? He seems to be already wearing a cape, and it looks much better than cloth, but, why not? How do you look? He looks pretty fab, I think. Yeah, starting to look a little bit more stylish now, Alucard. Hiya! Yeah, don't want to get touched by that. Ew. Feeling is mutual. Ow, 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 ow. Got caught there. Not good. I love the way they explode. It's very satisfying. This, on the other hand, is a pain. Because that's going to drip all over us. Ugh. Could do with a weapon that has a bit more of a longer reach, actually. No! Don't poison me. Ah! Useful. These also heal you, which is, fairly cool. But yeah, it's kind of, this game and several of the others set up the notion that Draculas Castle is kind of like a... It's almost Lovecraftian. It's like a non-Euclidean space where dimension means nothing. Magically sealed. Interesting. Which is a very handy-dandy excuse for the more video game qualities of it all, really. Because it doesn't have to conform to any kind of pragmatism or architectural possibility, do it? I think there's a boss through here. Yeah. Slugrar and Gaibon. Look at the occult markings and whatnot. Hey, demons! These guys are actually... They're reasonably tough. Together they're reasonably tough. On their own they're alright. These are actually old Castlevania bosses from a while back. I think they first appeared in Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo. But, now they feature together. And, fans of the cartoon may remember them. Because they did feature very briefly. Oh, I haven't got any hearts. Shit, that's probably not good. Haha! If one of them dies, we'll be alright. Oh, fuck. Oh, dear. Didn't like me hurting his friend there, clearly. Oh, crap. Oh, we've got to be very careful when he does that, because he can charge at us. Got one of them. Now he's going to go supercharged. Ah! Ew. I think that one's Gaibon. Sort of more your classic demon. Yeah, to you two. Oh, wow! Yes, that, I've no doubt that's going to cause a lot more damage. May have to be a bit more careful with him. Oh yes, because he's going to kill us otherwise. Whoop. Whoa, crap. Duck! Yes, that's the way over that. Oh. Got him! Yay! There! Yay! Life max hit points up. Yay! Good stuff. Let's head on, shall we? And yes, I know it's not really horror as such per se. It's more sort of silly, over-the-top gothicness in the way that the Japanese tend to overemphasize that sort of thing rather a lot. Is there any benefit to that at all? Not that I can see. Red Rust has got certain benefits, but a lot of deficits. What are you doing? Ow! Ow! Oh, you bleed. Good. That's very good. It's silly, over-the-top gothicism with a touch of the overly romantic about of it, which I really rather like, I've got to say. Ooh, hello. That's suggesting that there's a way through there, is it not? As I say, there are lots of secrets in this game. Oh, yes, of course. The enemies reset, of course. The over-the-top blood is fun. Again, I believe there's a good reason to farm that particular enemy, but I can't quite... Hey, why not? Of course. Save, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Especially in these games where save points are sort of spaced out. You can't save wherever you want. They are. So we now have a choice of ways to go. I like the blood dripping from their weapons. That is phenomenally satisfying, I've got to say. That's Alucard. Let's have a look. Basic short sword. I'd assume it must be faster because its attack is much, much worse. There's our shield, by the way. The shields always look massively oversized to me. They never look quite right. But one of the fun things about... what does that do? I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, I like that. I really like that weapon. One of the fun things about this game is the monster design. There's such a wide variety of creatures from a massive variety of sources, as you'll see when we start to face some of the more interesting bosses. As well as all the classic Castlevania ones, like the Axe Knights and the skeletons and whatnot. There's things like Medusas and mummies and even Lovecraftian creatures. Cthulhu is in this game. As I believe... is Dagon? I can't quite remember. But there are lots of Lovecraftian creatures in this game. Lots of creatures from Greek myth, from Celtic myth. Lots of classical demons. Occult creatures. It's great fun. That is really silly, isn't it? The Marble Gallery. No, I think we'll keep this for now. And the game is chock full of secrets. Just chock full of them. There's so many like hidden floors and spaces. They are. I also like the incredibly ridiculous voice work in the game. Yes. Now we've got many, many, many ways to go, as you can see. Oh, the flea men! These are hilarious little bastards. See the clock? Different from the others, yeah? There is a reason for that. I can't quite remember what it is offhand, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Wait.
Oh.
Are you human? What are you doing here?
No, and...
I've come to destroy this castle.
Oh, why?
Likewise. I'm Maria. And you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again. Farewell.
All from Romania, by the way. Apparently. Now, there are lots of secrets here, for example. Lots of secrets. This clock you can do lots and lots and lots of different things with, but not right now. We don't have the means. Interesting, eh? Flea man. Ow! Very hard to hit, those little swine. Ah! Possessed furniture. Believe it or not, a boss in one of the earlier Castlevania games. Not a boss here, just an annoyance more than anything. And a bog standard skeleton. Gotta feel sorry for them, really. Given the given just the elaborate monsters that are out there. They come in for a bit of stick, your bog standard skeletons. Don't ask me why there are hearts and candles. I don't know. It makes no sense. Ah, now. I'm sure if we take this back, we can do something with this in the gallery with the clocks. Let's go and have a look, shall we? I'm fairly certain that's the case. I'm sure we can unlock a little secret with it. I may be wrong. And I may be wasting your time and mine, but as I said, I'm feeling ill and I'm enjoying playing this game, so sod you all. Whoop. Yeah. Is it here? Not here. That freezes the enemies. Maybe here then. Ah, there we go. But we haven't the means to get up there yet because we haven't the double jump. Fuck. We'll have to go get the double jump then come back. But interesting, yeah? Little secret. Lots of shit like that around this game. Lots of very esoteric stuff that you only know if you're in the know. No, no, no. I want to keep this for the time being. You can sod off. Yay! We got a level up for defeating a table. Oh, Japan. Never stop being weird. Yes, and those skeletons are actually throwing their ribs at us, which is quite amusing. Technically, they should injure themselves by doing that, shouldn't they? That would make sense, wouldn't it? If they were gradually losing health by throwing their bones at us. Shield potion. Alright. Whatever. There's another secret. But one we won't find until the very end of the game. Ow! Fuck. Yes. Ow! Doing terribly here. Yes, that's what that is for. Oh, no. Thank you. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. Just in case that wasn't obvious. I'm just going where fancy takes me. Don't throw bits of yourself at me, sir. It's most improper. Another one of those sealed doors. Don't have the means of getting through right now. Most improper and quite improbable. Oh. No, that wasn't what I meant to do. As it happens. Another one of those sealed doors. Dark Metamorphosis. I don't know what that does. I do know there are some very interesting monsters down here, though. Look! Isn't that strange? Very peculiar. Goodbye! There is an item somewhere around here that gives you the names of the monsters. I will find it eventually. I seem to remember these peculiar creatures have the ability to petrify us as well. Can you see the eye? The big giant eye looking at us through the window. That's not distressing at all. They are! There's something to do with those as well. Those two statues. I can't quite remember what the secret is, though. Oh, no, it's these that petrify us. We need to be very careful here. Because petrify is not a nice condition. Ew. I like the way they scream. Is this some sort of greenhouse or something? Or conservatory? I would think so, given the plant-based monsters around here. No, I'll keep the watch for now. Another one of those silly CD corridors. The outer wall. Oh, yes. I remember this area very well. This is sort of a transitional area. We can reach lots of different areas of the castle from here. Oh! Big sword knight. And Medusa heads. Oh, it doesn't affect him. Shit, it only affects the smaller enemies. Good god. Yeah, he's a bastard, and I don't think we're in the right state to take him on yet at the moment. Yes, classic Medusa heads. The bane of every Castlevania game. Nobody likes them. Ow. For obvious reasons. Nope, don't want that. Can I open this? Okay, so I need the ability to turn into mist. Which I don't have right now. God damn it. Blech. Oh, we're actually getting out of the castle down here. Interesting. Yes, we really shouldn't be in this area yet, to be honest. We need to come here later, for some reason. I can't quite remember why. Maybe to meet another character or something. Alright, we're gonna have to be damn careful, actually. I don't want to die here. That would suck. Really do with a save point, actually, Alucard. With your silly, silly name. Oh no, not that way. And it really is silly, I'm very sorry. Your dad should have thought... oh dear. Is it going to work on him? Not much, but yes. Gotcha. Hey! That was timely. Ooh. It sounds like an old man sitting down. Oh dear. Well, this is all very cheery, isn't it? Oh dear. I don't like the look of that. Not right now, anyway. Hey! Yes, I do. Data saved. Excellent. Well, let's go and have a look what's up there, shall we? I've got a funny feeling there's a boss up here. Or something. Yeah, shit. Oh, I remember this one. This is quite fun, actually. It's like the way through to a mirror universe, so we have to face ourself. Ah, and he's a bastard. Unless you have some really good items on you. Actually, we are not equipped to deal with him at all. We shouldn't really be at this point in the game, to be honest. Ow! He's just gonna keep doing that. He's much stronger than us. And we've got a shit weapon too, so, yeah, this is going enormously well. And we killed him. Alright, back to the mirror universe with you. That was a shame. Excellent. Okay, let's go save. I say that we're not at the right level, but to be honest, most of the bosses in this game are easily defeatable. Once you learn the trick behind them, they're very, very easy indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first session of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm having a blast with it. I'm really, really enjoying it. So, if you'd like me to continue, please let me know. If you prefer me to move on to something else, again, let me know. I'm going to sign off now because I feel terrible. I'm going to go do something else, something a bit more restful, maybe. Until then, ladies and gents, bye-bye!